life is full of doors, and every door enters a new room. Everybody knows Socrates, everybody knows Plato, because they teach them in school for a reason. However, as black philosophers throughout history that may not get shared a lot, as black philosophers all over the world that might not call themselves the word philosopher. That's an English word. And not only that, that's like a specific word that not everybody would say. Everybody thinks, everybody philosophizes, if you will. But to wake up in the morning and say I'm a philosopher, you know, that's step one. Antiquated articulations, old ways to say shit, respawning in old spaces, coming back in old spaces with new context, 2017 version. Antiquated articulations respawning in old spaces with new context, built upon its own history, ignoring our progression. Due to these recycled and readily available archetypes, which our experiences are still reducible to, putting variables where we once stood as numbers. Clearly, the script maintains regardless of the soul who moves his body. The role moves his body. Potential manifesting as a confirmation that expectations from nobody's perceived as somebody important, maybe someone expensive. For the silly dollar, look at how we become submissive. Casting rituals, maybe we pretending, but the motion's still magical. Spiritual acts coerced by funding that takes more than it gives. Structured lives we live pursued by those who pursue some dream. Human beings becoming means to ends they don't want to reach, because if they did, how will we make money? Let us maintain the status quo so currency flows through the same avenues, the same pockets, the same wealthy motherfuckers funding nonprofits. They don't really want to stop this violence, crime, the shit they advocate for and pay for through back doors as we play this game of rich people fighting themselves, their own aliases, funding both sides of the drama, automatically winning like how the U.S. funded Osama. But to keep saying it day after day, and to introduce yourself or to identify it as a philosopher as like step two. I'm gonna introduce this as superconscious, and I'm gonna halfway claim it because I feel like nobody owns ideas. Ideas exist regardless if I think them, you think them, anybody thinks them. They just out here. So the superconscious is the fact that everything that happens in real life, all the facts are internalized physically first before you can understand them mentally. And what that means is that, for example, everything that happened in China today has ripple effects. My body knows it, but my mind does not, because it changes the air, it changes the water, it changes the interactions we all have. People can lie to you all they want. They could try to deceive you all they want, but that's on a verbal and mental level. Step three would be like, oh, do you have a book, or do you have something where we can read your philosophy or to share it? So that's like step three. Step four, it's kind of like, you know, where we at right now, where like, I got books, I got art to show the philosophy, but now I'm just refining it or mastering the philosophy and making it more accurate. People brave enough to deal with half-truth and misinformation and miseducation and being lied to create truth. Therefore, they escape truth as it stands, where it stands, and by whom, and for what purpose it is. He who creates truth lies. People brave enough to deal with half-truth and misinformation create truth. Therefore, they escape truth as it stands, where it stands, and by whom, and for what purpose it is. He who creates truth lies.